What's at the end of the rainbow for an Amazon FBA seller? Let's go. Hey, it's me, Karina. Welcome back to my Amazon FBA channel. You know that I'm very active on my Instagram, and I like to ask you questions that you want me to answer specifically with Amazon FBA. So I posted this, if you remember, basically asking what topics are you most struggling with in Amazon FBA, and I got a lot of really great responses, to which I will be making videos. But one of the ones I would like to elaborate on is this one by Pedro, who's also a student in my Amazon FBA course. So hello. And he says, do one of your lifestyle, show what's at the end of the rainbow. And I have a very interesting response to this, and it might not be what other people may perceive it to be, but it's not a bad one. So basically, when I started Amazon FBA, I saw a lot of very positive videos about like people doing crazy numbers, crazy sales, change in lifestyle, and I was amazed, right? I was really amazed that you can make money online. You could be selling products, leveraging Amazon's millions and millions of Prime members, that it's pretty much an automated business and you don't really have to touch anything for it to be functional. I mean, obviously after you set it up and kind of keep up with the customer service, but if you found a nice product that it's going to do really well, that's basically all there is to it. So the lifestyle and at the end of the rainbow doesn't really exist, and I'm going to explain to you why. I was very hyped when I got into the business, when I first saw my sale, when I saw my second sale, when I remember waking up the day I launched my products.
I launched it.
I had it active on an evening, I would say potentially around 6 p.m. and I woke up the next morning refreshed and saw 4 organic sales, and I was very excited. I was creeping up. I was launching my product organically, creeping up to the first page, and I would keep refreshing and seeing the sales like every hour and going to the page. It went from page invisible to page 17 to page 12 to page 4 to page 2, and then like a few days later it was on page 1, and I was honestly very amazed. And from there on I was like, wow, I can pretty much do anything with this business model. But the truth is that goes away. The excitement of refreshing your sales goes away, to the point that I actually literally deleted my seller app over 6 months ago, because that would drive me crazy, just refreshing and refreshing, and it would really get annoying. I would feel like I was addicted to the sales and I couldn't focus. Like every time I would be doing something in my business, I would be refreshing my sale to see if I got one more sale, 2 more sales, how many am I getting, and that just drove me mad. And then I realized that it's really not about the lifestyle, because that pretty much stays consistent. You have to find peace and happiness within yourself, and then everything else comes together. What got me really into Amazon FBA and continuing to do it after a year and a half isn't necessarily the results, but it's more the process of it, because there is really no ceiling with Amazon FBA. You can launch 1 product, you can launch 10 products, they all can have different numbers and different results, but if you're not consistent with the process, then you're not really going to see much change in your life. So product I launched was successful, one of them, and that was definitely a high to me. But you know what? It takes time to keep that maintained. It keeps time to scale your business. You still have roadblocks that you have to hit and go through, but you are confident in your mindset. You're confident in your growth, and in that way you are changing for the best. And that's probably the most amazing thing that changed lifestyle wise. If we're talking about the actual tangible reward and the monetary reward, of course that is there as well, but if you just focus on that, then that could leave you disappointed, because there are so many videos that show off fancy cars, fancy houses, and just a bunch of really amazing things, but it does take time to get to that point. But what I want you to know is that you don't have to do millions of dollars in sales. You don't have to do hundreds and thousands of dollars in sales for this business model to affect your life. Even starting with as simple as 1 product that's doing $5,000 a month in sales is an extra 1 to 2 to 3 grand in profit, depending on your margins of that product. And that is significant. That is very significant to pay the bills, to see your mindset shift, and to also project things for the future. So when you're starting out, I don't want you to expect crazy cars, crazy houses. I want you to envision a better life for you in the future, because that is 100% possible. You're going to have the availability of yourself, of your time, of your freedom, and be able to do this business from a laptop anywhere that you choose eventually. But if you start out with Amazon FBA and you're not doing hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales, I also don't want you to be discouraged, because that is not how it works. It's not just boom, I launched a product, there you go, I'm a millionaire, I'm done. No, it's continual growth. But when you understand the business model, then you grow from it. You can expand, you can launch more, but knowing the starting point, knowing that you can make one product successful can also make 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 products successful. And that's when it really begins to change your life. And I am here because that's what I want for you. That is why I made a program to teach everyone who is interested in this business model. And that is why I teach things very low risk without going to those crazy competitive markets. And I really emphasize product research and kind of put things more into reality for people, that they don't have to be looking for these crazy like 30K to 100K a month products that can change their life overnight. There are possibilities that your product will be an amazing success the very first time you do it, but there's also a possibility that you're going to have to launch a second or a third product, and maybe they're going to be doing 5K in revenue a month. Maybe you're just going to see 1K a month profit, and that's okay. That is already, you are winning. You just have to expand and look forward to the process. Whatever you do, you have to make sure that your mindset is on track and that you're actually enjoying the process, because if you are not, your business is going to crumble. Even if you have it very successful, it's very easy to just forget about it if you are seeing good numbers and say, you know what, I've made it, I'm done. If you don't continue growing with your business, you're not going to see a lifestyle change. And that is what I encourage you to do. Whatever stage you're on, if you're having a difficult time with product research, or if you had a failed product, or if you have 10 winning products, it does not matter. The process is exactly the same. And if you keep your head low and in the game and keep updated with the Amazon changes and the new improved ways to, make a product successful, you're going to be just fine, even if you had a few failing products. So that's my take on the end of the rainbow, and honestly I am enjoying it more than I have ever enjoyed it. It's definitely an amazing life, and thank you for watching. All my links are down below. I'll see you in my next video.